He leans against a fence and turns to face you as you pass him by. At his back is a bag full of bird seed. He assures you that the gawky birds perching on his body are the last remaining passenger pigeons.
They look extinct to you?
You're not sure those dull gray pigeons look anything like the pictures you've seen of passenger pigeons, though you can't help thinking they stare at you a little too intently.
Say, you like birds? They're lovely creatures. Guileless, really. Hunted damn near to extinction, weren't you?
He strokes one of his birds under the chin. You think you see drips of blood flecking the creature's dirty gray head. You sense it's about time you start moving on.
You be kind to the little birds now, you hear?
You hurry along the road, though the flapping of ungainly wings seems to follow you for hours. Muddling through the dark, you stumble into the path of the white deer. Its beauty strikes you at once. It is something otherworldly, beyond borders, a moon swimming in the void. Human shouts not far away break the spell. The deer's ears prick up. This thing is being hunted. You know a way out of here. As the hunter's cries get louder, you approach the deer carefully, palms outstretched. As you grow close, your features become clearer in the light of the deer's aura. It bolts into the path of an oncoming train. The man is the color of mill dust. His smile creases his face like folds in dough. He gestures you inside the dilapidated structure and shouts over the sound of driving wheels.
You're welcome to sleep here. You don't want to rest by the river. Not in the evening. Insects.
The man shoves the broken door closed behind you. The mill is warm, and the air is heavy with the powder kicked up by your entrance. You realize how easy it would be to drift off on this pile of sacks to the loud but constant sound of the grinding wheels. Consciousness is elusive. Your limbs throb with a dull fatigue, and your eyes are sticky with dust. The man suddenly grips your legs and drags you toward the millstone.
You do not love my daughter. You will not have her. I will not let you hurt her.
His voice is pained, not angry. Your hand catches a flour sack printed with brightly colored flowers. A puff of flour makes you sneeze, and you wake. The mill is quiet. Its works long disconnected. In your hand is the faded remnant of what might once have been a bag or a piece of a dress. Low tide on a moonless night. This beach is long, stretching toward a receding sea. In the darkness, the sand seems coarse and gray, alien. The stars are dim and distant. It outshines the stars with its presence, a streak of sickly colored light, leaving a trail of distorted fire. It slowly creeps along the sky like a vast worm, though you know that, given the distance, it must be moving at great speed. Its parabola heads south to north. In the far distance, just for a second, a boardwalk town is engulfed in light. With a rumble, its street lamps and windows dim, then go dark. All that you can see emanating from there is an otherworldly color that you can't quite name. The edge of summer has turned the ocean choppy and misanthropic, and the skies miserably gray. The boardwalk prophetess lured you into her tent with a promise to read a fortune for free. Seems like business has slowed to a crawl already. Before you lie the instruments of her profession. There's tarot cards, Rider-Waite, but also Marseille for traditionalists, rosary beads and costume jewelry, and of course, the centerpiece, a great glass globe. With practiced theatricality, she goes directly for the crystal ball, letting her eyes unfocus as though she can see a great distance into it. She brings up names, places, asks if you've known someone called John, if you have a relative in Newark. You latch on to what she says, and together you dance toward some insights about your romantic prospects. It's relieving to meet an honest charlatan instead of the ghouls and ghasts of the road. You might even say you're having fun. Until she abruptly stops talking. "Your eyes," she says, her voice suddenly drained of the bassy drama that was her stock in trade. "You've met him. You've seen him, too. You carry him with you." The words that come out of your mouth are not your own. They seem unwilling or unable to form properly out of a human throat. They're more like snarls, warning noises of a vicious animal. The glass globe shatters. Your vision is hazy, and your body is not your own. "You came far to get away from me," the voice lodged inside you says. "But this one has a way of wandering." The fortune teller has collapsed, cowering. "Consider your debt to me repaid." When you come to your senses, you're lying face down on the rough wood of the boardwalk, sore and weak. An empty patch of wood, cleaner than the surrounding planks, is all that remains of the fortune teller's tent. The woman hauls a bin of clothes over to a vat of gray water. She's sluggish. Moving seems to take great effort. She plunges a shirt into the vat, begins working it over a washboard. Despite her slow movements, there's an inexorable intensity to the way she works. But her eyes are bloodshot and glazed, her lips cracked and split. She can't have slept or washed in days. She collects the next bin, moving with the shuffle of a sleepwalker. You enter the nearby shack. A man's inside, sorting through a jumbled bag of dirty clothes.
You hear about Celia? I know how it looks, but she's fine, really. Since her daughter vanished, all she's been able to do is work.
He smiles.
Best worker I ever had.
He recoils.
I've tried to wake her,
He pleads.
but it always ends badly. Doctor says this is the best place for her right now. It's all she's up to doing, and she has me to look after her when she wears herself out. Want your picture taken?
The man's smile is eager. His teeth are sharp. His companion glances up sharply.
I told you, I don't like it. No more till we know it's safe.
The second man spits his words out.
We're killing people. We take their damn picture. A few weeks later, a newspaper wants it, and it's always a fucking obituary.
The sharp-toothed man shrugs.
Traveling alone is dangerous. Not our fault. So, want a photograph? Back a bit. Back it. There.
The sharp-toothed man fusses over the camera, ignoring his scowling companion.
Now just hold it. Hold it. Perfect. Wait an hour and I'll have it ready.
When the men come out of the dark room, their moods are reversed. That eager, sharp-toothed man is working his jaw furiously, as if chewing on bad tobacco. His friend beams as he calls to you.
Terrible picture. You're just a blur. No idea why, but reckon it can't harm you.